Good morning and welcome to the It's Whatever podcast with your fake host, Zed. Um, so it's what's today's date? January 7th, uh, Sunday, I believe. It's 3 o'clock in the morning for me right now, and I don't sleep for shit. Actually, I might fall asleep around 5 or 6 in the morning because that's how my brain works now. Um, But yeah, welcome. And I want to go ahead and catch you guys up on what's been going on. So I know none of you really care, but I know that I missed last podcast, right? It was the new year, right? Like New Year's Eve. Oh, well, it was the new year. Everybody's getting together with family. I figured that, you guys don't want to hear my big mouth uh, um, around the new year. You want to start the new year off right. So if you wanted to get rid of me out of your life, well, it's actually a pretty decent start. You actually are probably doing the right thing. However, if you're still listening to me and you like mediocre content, and hey, welcome. But yeah. So new year, new me, near you, me, everyone. Um, I mean, I don't know what else to pretty much say about what happened. I can catch you. Let me try to catch you guys up because I have a bad time actually remembering. Um, no, I've been going to church, right? I've been celebrating the Lord. I've been trying to get a little dash of heaven on my soul. So I've been trying to keep up with that. What's funny, I've noticed though, that I've been going to church is that my whole character has been changing. I'm becoming actually a more wholesome person, believe it or not. Um, it's actually harder now for me to make piece of shit jokes and some raunchy content now because I don't know. I guess the good Lord put put his heart hand on my heart. So still working on that. So if you hear me actually become a better person for this, well, there you go. That's what happened. But I still got some demons in me. Okay, right now, my guardian angel is fighting thoroughly all the damn demons I got in my closet because, whoo, some I can say on the podcast, some I can't, or nor I will ever say. So we got that. um, so what else? So yeah, been getting some Jesus in me, and still unemployed, but it's all right. I got a job interview coming up. Thank you again to my sister's father-in-law. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. So hopefully that works out because I desperately do need that money. And as soon as I get more listeners, hopefully I can have some commercials and some ads, and I can get some money that way. But until then, I'm not even sure if this thing is ever gonna blow up. But I have hope. I have hope. Um, quick update actually about the podcast. So I feel like, you know, I can't really be me. I can't be me without people. Like I make some slick ass comments. I have some humor in me, but I can't do this by myself. And usually, what's really funny, the funny content actually comes out of me when I'm by myself. Like I'll be talking to myself, and I'll be different people. I'll make different voices. I don't know why I can't do that on the podcast. It's quite weird. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just in my feels, right? Maybe I'm just too worried about what you guys think. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just have a little block. But at the same time, I did fucking say that I don't care what you guys think. So it's like kind of vice versa, right? Like I mean, not vice versa, contradictory. listen, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna have. I already have stupid ass brain as it is. I don't. I'm not gonna have full access to my brain now. That's for sure. Um, but yeah, I'm finally recording. Actually, I'm recording a little differently now. I just found out that the app that I use to upload to you guys actually has their own platform to record, so I can add like little sound effects. That's actually cool. Um, it's like mediocre sound effects. Like I don't even know. Oh, I accidentally paused the podcast. But yeah. Pretty much. Let me add a sound effect. If I blew you guys' ears off, I deeply apologize. So I got like booing, like some bullshit like that. I'm not even sure if you heard that. It's probably going through the system, but I'm not gonna even try to play around with that. It's gonna sound cheesy. So, um, but yeah, it's like maybe a built-in like 20 sound effects that only 5 of them are usable, and the rest are just like fucking. I don't know. Like I'm not gonna play it, but I'll give you an example. Like what? Why would I need a crow, or or why would I need a countdown or a whistle? Doesn't even make sense. The I got clapping. Like if I want a fake audience, I got that going on. Um, but yeah, guys, I have like another reason why I didn't upload is because I'm getting stale, man. Like I don't really have much to talk about. It's not really anything going on in my life other than being unemployed and depressed. But honestly, my depression will follow me forever because I've been depressed since I was a little boy. So there's just different levels, right? It's a spectrum. Is what I'm trying to say. There's a spectrum where you want to eat a bullet, and there's a spectrum where you just don't feel like eating. You know, it's a spectrum. Um, what else? What else? What else? So yeah, right now I'm just sitting in my car, uh, in the parking lot, just recording. I can't really record inside because the missus is sleeping, and I don't want her to hear my fucking mouth. Uh, but yeah, I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm cheating on her right now because, well, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of walked out of the house with nothing but my underwear on in a parking lot, so it looks mad suspicious. I just grabbed my keys and left out the door in my boxers, and that's it. Um, man, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Um, so basically, what's been going on? I already told you about the church. New Year's resolution. How? Well, let me start off with you guys because I know you guys don't write in, so I'm just gonna ask you anyways, like if you did. What's your New Year's resolution? Hmm. Did you did you make promises that you can't keep this year, like you do every year? You know, like did you say if you? Oh my! I swear to fucking God, I will punch you in the fucking mouth. If you were one of those people that said that New Year, new me, go fuck yourself. All right, I truly mean that. I like if you don't mind, truly, from the bottom of my heart, go fuck yourself because it's not New Year, new you. In fact, this is what you should be doing, okay? You should actually be embracing the you have now, right? You should be aware of who you are. If you're saying to yourself right now that before 2024, you was a piece of shit, you was sitting on your ass, you're scratching your balls, all right? You're fucking smelling your fucking ball sweat, all right? I'm telling you right now, embrace it, all right? Embrace it because listen, I'm going to tell you something. When you try to change, I'm not saying, listen, changing is good. Changing is good. I'm not saying it isn't. Changing is very good. But if you're trying to change because it's a new year, then I promise you're going in for the wrong intentions. Okay. A year is just a number, just like anything else. Okay. You could have changed in December, November, October, September, August. You could have changed any time. like during those previous months. But no, no, you decided to do on a new year. I'm gonna give you an example. Tell me if this sounds familiar. All right? Did you say that you gotta lose weight? Right? You gotta hit the gym. Hmm? You gotta burn off those love handles. I tell you what, I'm trying to lose weight myself, but I started in October. Actually, not even that, September. I started trying to lose weight in September, and I've still been at it. Okay, that's when I chose to change. I didn't fucking wait for no goddamn New Year. And you know how hard it is to do intermittent fucking fasting and trying to eat right while the holidays was around. You try not sitting there eating a fucking ham's ass, okay, or I don't know, stuffing your bitch with some fucking turkey in her pussy and trying to eat that shit out with some stuffing and gravy sauce. Okay, it's kind of hard not fucking doing that around the holidays, but I did it. I did it. And you can do it too. All right, but I just don't like you lying to yourself. Okay, you're my if you're listening to this, all right, that means you care about this podcast. Okay, you wanted to hear this. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart that if you truly want to change, don't change because it's a new year. Change because you want to. Change because you have to. All right, you want to see your kids grow up. All right, you want to see your fucking toes again. All right, you want to be hydrated so you're not fucking fainting or feeling dizzy every time you stand up from the couch. Then do it for you, man. Do it for you. I'm just tired of people lying to themselves. New year, new me. Like, who the fuck are you? We all know from the moment we're born with just a fucking number, okay? Just a number. But one day our number will be up, if you get what I mean. And I don't think anybody's gonna bat an eyelash when we pass. Well, at least government wise. Family wise, that's another thing. Family always got your back for the most part. I'm not gonna talk about everybody's family. I know some people with even more fucked up family issues than I do. Okay, sadness is also a spectrum. Um, I don't know why I'm getting so real. Maybe it's because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting real with y'all. But I gotta keep an eye on this podcast because my phone is about to die, and I think the notification will pause the podcast. Um. Anyways, so yeah, so I got to spend time with my youngest sister and her man's. They actually live out of state. All right, just one state over. But excuse me. What was different though was that he decided. When I say he, I mean my sister's man's. Like he decided to bring his siblings along for the holidays too, for New Year's. And honestly, I got to learn a lot. I saw myself so much in these kids. Like each and every single one of them. Like if they can be split into three of them, that's what it was. All right. It was two boys. I mean, two girls and a boy. And I don't know. It was like the boy reminded me when I was a kid. The oldest girl reminded me now, like how I was, no, how I am now. And I believe she is the middle child. I want to say she's the middle child. Um, she's a fighter. She's a fighter. She loves to beat people up, just like me. So, um, no, I definitely want to give them guidance though. But I feel like these are not my kids, and not saying that I won't or don't want to help them. I don't have money. I don't have a you know a good stature in my life, but I feel like I can help people. If they need advice. I know I come on here and talk a big game and just talk about my dick and balls and my fucking ass, um, quite a lot. Uh, so much so that these same kids are probably not old enough to even listen to this podcast. But but yeah, no, I just want to help people now. And no, this is not the church talking. I've always liked helping people um whenever I can. And the only thing I got under my belt is wisdom. All right, if I learned anything, it's definitely wisdom. I might not be book smart, but I'm definitely life hit me so goddamn hard and fucked me in my ass and spread me wide open to the point where I have to fucking know life is first name. And that first name is bitch. Life is a fucking bitch. Anyways, so yeah, good morning. Hopefully I'm gonna schedule this to go out probably sometime in the morning. But yeah, no, I actually want to tell you guys something, right? So the fams, right? My fams, I should say mostly my other sister's husband and her family, then my sister and myself. Will most likely be trying to do a YouTube channel separate from this podcast. This podcast is a little bit too vulgar for that. We're gonna try to do another YouTube channel, and eventually this podcast will be linked to that YouTube channel. Eventually, not right away though. We're hoping to get a following there. Well, in that, I can't blow it up. I wish I can, but I keep my name anonymous on this podcast, and there's a good reason for that. It's not because I hate you guys. It's just because I need certain things to be concealed. If I'm a little bit private, but I promise you guys, I promise that if this podcast grows and I get to a place where I can just be on my own and don't really have to break my back for anybody, then hey, you have all of me, okay? Warts and all, like everything. But until then, that's not happening. But I will go by my real name on this particular YouTube channel, and hopefully we can make some money, and I can actually grow this podcast to where I want it to be. Right now I'm just on a $25 microphone talking to you guys, but hopefully I want to do adventures with you guys. It's not just gonna be on a mic. I'm planning to do some things. I want to interview some people, and not a typical interview either, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, I want to actually let you guys know that I have some family members that's going to be on this podcast. I think a podcast ago we had my sis and her husband. We're gonna do more of that. We're gonna have the other sister if she wants, but definitely her man's. He really wants to be on this, and I appreciate that because he actually seems like a cool dude, and his story is actually um, a really tragic, but yet I'm actually very proud of how he's been handling himself. Listen, I'm not too close with this guy, but I have a feeling there's something special there. I feel like he's a good young man that just had a bad start. But he got the rest of his life, and I believe in this guy, and I just hope that he will keep practicing his self awareness, because self awareness and like acknowledging what you've been doing and how you affect other people is, oh my god, that's gonna unlock the key of life. I'll tell you that right now. Like it's definitely been helping me, and I have listen. I'm not perfect. I'm not even saying that I'm like a godsend or nothing. But I'm always trying to reflect on myself so I can work on myself, and that's what I've been doing. Um, Man, I really don't know what to fucking talk to you guys. And this is kind of the reason why there was no podcast. Like my podcast has become stale, as stale as hell. And I feel like I can tell you stories about my past, but the problem is I really don't know what I already told you, and I don't like repeating myself. and I don't want to fucking waste you guys' times on this podcast. Like you're probably driving to work or you're sitting in your office right now listening to shit while you're typing away. I don't know what you're doing. You're probably beating your fucking dick listening to my voice, and that's okay. That's okay. It's happened before, believe it or not. So, um, you do you, and I'll be here cheering you on. Man. Well, I guess I'm just gonna talk about what I be thinking about because I really don't know what the fuck to talk about with you guys. So let me start off with um some nerdy shit, I guess. Um, you guys ever heard of a magnetron? If you haven't, it's okay. I understand. But did you know that most of you motherfuckers actually use it every day, or most of you use it every day? Is that it's a vacuum tube and a power supply that actually powers your microwave. I don't know why, but I got into microwaves quite a bit ago, actually. But I decided to retouch on it. So from what I understand from microwaves is that usually it uses its microwaves. You know that it's a how can I say? I believe I believe it's I here's where I get dumb. I'm not sure if there's a spectrum between light and radiation or if it's on the same spectrum. You know how like UV rays, ultraviolet, stuff like that. Well, um I believe the lowest end is radio waves and I think right above it is microwaves. Naturally occurring in the world, by the way. But no, I believe they use ionic energy to vibrate and uh, kind of use the water molecules in your food to rock it back and forth so fast that it causes friction and it actually um, heats up your food. I don't even know why I'm talking to you guys about this, but it's on my mind. So here you go. Uh, no, I just think that shit is fascinating. But if you know that, like I just said, if you know that, I'm not gonna go into the whole microwave. If you want to fucking learn about microwaves, please look it up. But why I'm on it is because I be looking at YouTube videos. I be like reading articles and shit about space travel, specifically space travel, and simply because I want to just get off this fucking rock, and I also want to live forever. So there's that too. Um, but yeah, I feel like I do most of my research on space travel, advancements in technology, and how to live forever. So those are my three go tos on YouTube. But the reason why I bring up microwaves is because, like I said, it's naturally occurring in the world, and also what's actually more occurring, and not just in the world, but in most this galaxy, pretty much, and outside this galaxy, is radio waves. Radio waves is actually naturally occurring. There's a scientist, or I should say, a scientist slash inventor in Africa. I'm pretty sure you heard of him. I don't even know his name, but I'm pretty sure you know if you've been on YouTube or TikTok. Maybe you came across him. Um, but he developed a way to actually use radio waves to kind of, in a way, power power electronics, and not just power electronics, but it's if you can picture Bluetooth for a second, it's actually like Bluetooth for electricity. These TVs and shit like he's using ain't plugged in. They're not plugged in at all. It's just there's a thing that he installs into these electronics that makes energy. All right. That's amazing. All right. But I'm pretty sure if you haven't heard about this guy, another guy, I'm pretty sure you heard of a story where there was a guy who actually invented a engine, completely a combustible engine that runs on solely hydrogen, aka water. He just has to put water. The engine heats up to a point where It creates hydrogen, and they use the hydrogen to power the vehicle. This guy figured out a way, and as soon as he figured out a way and published it, and he became on the paper, um, well, let's just say he ain't around no more. He's resting in peace, or pieces, and and now there's a bounty on this guy, the guy with the radio waves, and it kills me, man, because I know where I'm really, really, really dying for renewable energy. Like I am a green head in a way. Like I just want to see. Actually, I should say this. I'm not about the environment as much as I am about efficiency, if that makes sense. So I'm more about efficiency, and I think it's more efficient to have EV everything, solar power, water power, wind power, all of it, because I see that as the planet being more efficient. I don't really give a fuck about if a bird dies, but I do care if I can lower my cost of my energy bill, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. So I'm being selfish by being not so selfish, if that makes sense. But so yeah, basically this guy is making radio waves and powering shit, and I really want some Bluetooth energy. I'm tired. You ever like look at your computer and your TV? Just look in the back of it. You got a whole bunch of fucking wires going to PS5 or PS4, your Xbox, your DVD player, if you still have one of those. Like you have a whole bunch of wires. Now imagine a world where you don't need that. Everything is just being powered by radio waves, and and to connect to your next device, or you can use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, right? Everything seamless. You no wall drilling. Okay, installation is a thing of a bad. Like electricians who might be out of the job. Who knows? I don't know how far this thing can go. Hey, maybe this guy's blowing smoke on my ass. Maybe he can't do radio waves and fucking power energy, but it fascinates me. And here's where it comes to space travel. Now, because it goes throughout the galaxy, and I'm pretty sure this known, I should really say known universe, um, I really want to know if we can make this into an energy source to travel in space. Now, I know it's not going to be enough energy to lift off the Earth. I get that. But the travel, like once you get into space, I wonder if you can use ionic energy from the radio waves to actually propel yourself. I know we've been doing solar sailing that actually has plenty of potential, but the thing is that that's only good for probes, pretty much, to carry actually all the shit that we need to sustain, humans. We're just too fucking heavy. Um, and I believe we actually figure out. I I'm having trouble finding it because I heard about it about last year, or the beginning of last year, around January or February of 2023, that we had a breakthrough on cold fusion. I know we've been trying to do this shit since the 80s, but and we did cold fusion. That's not the problem. The problem with cold fusion is that we achieved it back in the 80s, but like cold fusion would be very beneficiary when it comes to energy and energy disbursement when it comes to interstellar travel. But the only problem with that is that the cold fusion only lasts a mere moments. It doesn't last that long. And I believe last year, this guy in India, he man, I'm so bad with names. This guy in India have actually developed a thing. I don't know what you call it, but uh, the best thing I could describe is almost like a block, or I'm just gonna say material. All right, let's go with material. He developed this material that actually, once you put in energy, usually the amount of time that you put in energy, most items will put out that same energy in the same rate of time, most times. Where this thing he invented, actually, he can charge it with energy. Like he will put heat, whatever you got into it. And the thing about it is that it takes forever for fucking energy to dispel from it, and they actually think that could be the key right there. So I'm actually hopeful for that. Um, it excites me. Are you guys bored yet? If you guys turned this shit off by now, I get it. I get it. I have nothing to talk about. I'm just telling you what goes through my mind a lot. Oh my god. But yeah, let me tell you what's going on. So actually, let me check the time I have left on this shit. I don't want to waste y'all's time. I already gave you a whole fucking nerd. 30 fucking minutes. Holy shit. Damn. I've been talking for 30 fuck. God damn. And I try to give you guys an hour. I can't do a whole another nerd out for another 30 minutes. And it wasn't really a full 30 minutes. I think I just gave you like 10 minutes of nerding out. And the other 20 minutes was just catching up on my life. God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to church now. Gosh darn it. I'm sorry. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working. I'm working. Oh god. Um yeah, so I'm in the car, as you guys know, and I feel like I'm gonna go get raped. Um I'm not saying I'm rapeable, but I am vulnerable right now. Because like I said, just boxers right now, in a misty ass car because of my hot breath, and I'm just seeing nothing but darkness. In a way, it's kind of beautiful. In a way. Don't know what to talk about. So I'm over here stressing out. Um, music. I know we talked about music. I think last podcast or two podcasts ago, depending on whenever you listen. But I actually wanted to start up a song. I've been listen. If you're my family member or a couple of my family members, you know I've been talking about making a song, and I've only had clips and pieces. But I feel like now that I'm unemployed, this probably might be the time to actually start writing it. Um, and it's not ever gonna go out. I'm probably just gonna make it. It's gonna feel good coming off my chest, and it will never be released. Period. um, Sorry. Hey, you guys want another nerd out? Well, here we go. Because I'm staring at the stars now, and now it got me thinking about that. Stars, guys. Um, hey, fascinating fact. That I think about almost every fucking day. Let's give you a couple of them, right? So when you look out in the sky, right? I'm sure you see thousands of stars. If you're not in a place with light pollution, I'm sure you can see thousands of stars. In a way, I mean not in a way. What am I saying? Uh, did you want to know something stupid and fascinating at the same time? Um, well, first of all, if you're above the third grade level, how many stars do we have in our solar system? Does anybody know? Anybody? You in the back? No. Um, if you said hundreds or thousands, you're fucking wrong. If you said one, you're correct and you're smart because I've been asking people that shit and nobody believes me. You have one star in the solar system. And what is that star? Anybody? Anybody? It's the sun. It's the goddamn sun. The thing that you wake up to with your morning wood, all right, standing at attention, that's the fucking sun. And the thing about the sun is that it fascinates me. I'm sure everybody heard of light years, right? The speed of light. I forgot what it was. Like how many miles per hour it was, but speed of light is fucking fast. Um, but it's not fast enough. You can actually see delays in speed of lights. For example, uh, does anybody know how far the sun is? I'm gonna just tell you. It's not. a light year. It's not 10 light years. It's 8 light minutes. Okay? Now I could be wrong. It could be 6 light minutes. I'm confused about those two numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's 8. So what that means is that when you look at the sun, right? When you look at the sun, it's actually a delay. So wherever you see the sun right now, it's actually 8 minutes delayed. And I don't know how to explain it, but it fascinates me how light travels and what we perceive with our eyes. And it really it really tells you right now that everything you look at on a daily basis, and I mean everything, it's actually a lie. It's a delay. Light takes time to travel between one surface area to another, right? And because it actually is a thing that travels, that means whatever you're looking at is not an active image, it's a aftermath image. All right. For example, if we're in a room together and we're just looking at each other 10 feet apart, well, it's going to seem instantaneous to you, and because our brains can't fathom that fast of time, we can't see the light traveling that fast, but we see each other, right? But because the light is hitting off one person's skin and onto another person's skin, that's why we see each other. It's actually a delay. Light takes time to travel. Now, because our sun is actually so far, we still see it, but we see a delay as well. And this delay is actually a little bit more noticeable. Um, and hey, you think that's trippy. You think when you see the sun in the sky and you know it's an 8 minute delay is actually in a different position than what you actually see it in the sky. Here's another thing that trips you out. Now, that's when light travels between one surface area to another. Now, the image itself can also be delayed. Did you know that? For example, same scenario, 10 feet apart, right? You and I are looking at each other, and it takes, trillions upon trillions of a millisecond, like for light to travel between us. Well, like I said, we can't register it. But what's another thing is that the image itself is a delay. So how can I say this? I'm pretty sure if anybody's paid attention in school that if you were to travel far, 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 far away into the known universe and you stared at Earth from that far, well, because light takes a long ass time to travel, even though it's so quick. Like I said, the position of the Earth could be a delay. The Earth might be in a different position, but guess what? The image that will show back at you, it's not the Earth right now. It's not the Earth that you see today with the cars and the houses and the prostitutes, all that. Like you don't see all that. What you're gonna see most likely is either the creation of the Earth or the dinosaurs or I don't know, just God snapping his finger. You're gonna see all that. And that's what's fascinating to me. So back to the sun for a second is not only that you have a 8 minute delay on how you see the sun, but then the image of the sun, the way it looks right now, every photo you've seen so far on any photograph, what that photograph that you saw, baby, it's not it's actually an after image. That sun does not look like that now. Do you know how old that image is compared to what it actually is? The image right now that you're seeing of the sun is actually about 10-ish, 10 million years old compared to what you actually see. So when you look at the sun, you're looking at a 10 million year old sun, but it's not what the sun looks like right now if you actually was right there in front of the fucking sun. And that fascinates me. And to me, this is what I think about. And don't get me started on uh, interstellar gravity locks too. But yeah, my girl tells me all. Well, she just told me, but I like to say she tells me all the time to make me sound smart. No, she thinks that I should have became a fucking scientist, but I just have a little soft spot when it comes to science. That's all it is, and a history. So I'm not gonna go down a history route with you. If you want to learn sixth grade history with Archduke Ferdinand or Stalin or anybody, like I can do that with you guys too. But this is not what that podcast is about. I'm just talking this bullshit now because I have nothing to talk about, and I'm really hoping that I can have more people. Since this week's podcast is solely just me right now, I'm gonna try to make next week with family, and I might actually put delays on the podcast. And here's what I mean by that: I might not get my family member right away or whatever. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is record podcasts like ahead of time, right? Maybe a week's ahead of time. Right now, I do a day, and I think maybe a week might actually give me enough time to meet up with some people. That, oh, excuse me. Um, so yeah, there's that. Oh, look at that! I'm looking at the 41 minutes. So I did do another 10 minutes of nerding out with y'all. Uh, and trust me, guys, I'm not. I like to be a dumbass. I like to be a dumbass. I like talking dumb. I like talking foul because I don't I don't like talking smart. Because you know what happens when you talk smart? You get other people that tries to outsmart you. And I'm not trying to have a competition, okay? Don't ruin what I like, okay? This is just a hobby for me. Learning is a hobby. In fact, I'm trying to learn Russian. I'm trying to learn what else am I learning? I'm trying to learn Hebrew, Russian. I'm trying to go back to Spanish because, pero yo no hablo mucho español and you necesita aprender español, you know? And what else? Because learning a language is это сложно, you know what I mean? Like it's difficult. And I'm pretty sure I have a mad accent when I said that. um, oh, fuck. But yeah, it is actually a very beautiful night, and I'm glad to share it with you guys. You know, it's just you, me, half naked in my car, misty windows. We're gonna go put a put a nice little handprint on the back window. You and I, you know, I like the inside of your ear hole. You know, whatever you're into, I guess. I don't know. Oh my god. But yeah, me and my girl, we have plans to I'm saying tomorrow, but I really mean today. We have plans, and I kind of fucking them up right now because I'm not asleep. I should be asleep, so we can get up early and we can do church and we can you know just spend time with each other and talk about our feelings and braid each other's hairs and whatever, you know, like we're just gonna like talk a little bit. And because we're planning to spend the day together, we're gonna do a little bit of everything we want to do but can't do. For example, going back to the New Year's resolution, you know, the New Year's New Me, she has actually goals. We achieved one goal out of like I think nine that she has, which is one of them was buying a jump rope. That's actually pretty fucking easy. So we bought a jump rope, and tomorrow we will be looking like, well, she's fine, but I'll look like a stack of donuts, like an Ike Harley on a stick stack of donuts, kind of looking motherfucker, just jump roping in the backyard. So that's me. So if you guys hear about a earthquake in Florida, okay, a nice 5.0, just let me know. because that's most likely me. But yeah, so we're doing that in the backyard. She wants to live her inner child. I'm not gonna stop her. Um, and what else I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so we're doing that. We're doing some church, and we're gonna go. I want to do a workout assessment on her. For example, I have three phases to this, which is phase one. I want to see what she can do. Right? She wants to get stronger for the new year, and even though I'm a fat fuck, it's actually pretty fucking easy for me to gain strength, and not because I'm a guy and stuff like. I mean, it does help. I get it. But the only thing I'm actually good at when it's exercise wise is building muscle. I can't slim down. I'm not good at cardio, but building muscle I can do. And so yeah, I just want to see what she can do. So she can. I want to see her range. If she can do a push up, if she can do a sit up, if she can do a squat. Like if she can hold the position, stuff like that. I want to do a nice little assessment on her. So right now it's just range. Phase two, and you guys can incorporate this in your lives because I want you guys to see it as like just a thing to do. So phase two is the hard part for a second. Actually, the hard part is technically it's starting, but phase two is maxing out. So if she can do a push up, I want to see how many push ups she can do. I want her to dig deep. I want to see how many sit ups she can do. I want to see all of it, every single thing. That's phase two. I want to know the max. All right. And then phase three is the actual workout routine. So what we're going to do, again, you guys can do this. Listen, if you ain't doing shit now, get moving. All right. So this is why I'm mentioning this shit to y'all. So I want you to at least like try. But phase three is pretty much grabbing all the information that we collected and cutting it in half. Right. So I grabbed her max, we cut that in half. All right. So if she can only do 10 push-ups, her max, well, we're doing 5. And that's gonna be her workout regimen as halvesies on each and everything for about a week or two, right? So that way she can get the momentum going. And once that happens, then we're gonna do equal what do you call that? Like an equal way of like stacking the shit up. So that 5 push-ups, we're gonna like grab a fraction of that 10 and just add like maybe I don't know, a couple more. So instead of 5, she's gonna do like 7 the next week. And that 7 is gonna turn into 9. Like we're gonna push it up like increments of 2 or ones, whatever it is. And we're gonna get her strong. Eventually, the main goal is I want her to be able to pick my fat ass up. All right, because when it comes to our wedding day, whenever that is, like, bitch, I want to be picked up through the door. Okay, I like to feel like a little prince. And that's not really gonna happen. I'm just saying, like, I need to feel protected. And here's what I mean, y'all. Listen, I need a strong bitch to actually knock out a bitch. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes I get annoyed by women. Okay, and guys, I know you all meant a cunt, aka Karen cunt, and I need a bitch that can knock another bitch out, just in case. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give her the Rocky special, right? I'm like you gotta eat fucking lightning, shit, thunder kind of shit. You know what I mean? Oh fuck! I don't know. Damn it, man. Well, yeah, no. I want her to have 12-pack abs. I want her to get those like side abs. Though I don't know what you call them, the delts. So whatever muscle grows on the ribs on the side. I need her one of those. I need her to become a fucking muscle mommy. All right. I need her to lift the car in case I get stuck underneath it. Some shit like that. Put some testosterone in her cereal, some shit. But but yeah, that's our goal, and we're gonna do that. And what's next? And that's how the morning's gonna start. The evening, I really don't fucking know what's gonna happen. I have no idea. Uh, I gotta come up with dinner. I'm always the one cooking, so I gotta come up with dinner. And I don't know. Maybe we'll fuck. I don't know. Hopefully, it is the new year. We got started off right. Trying to put a dent in that soon. We'll see. All right, let me check the time again. All right, 50 minutes. Yes. Yes, we're going somewhere. We got 10 minutes. You know what that means. Another nerd out. Now, just playing. I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys fucking signed off a long time ago, and I'm just talking to myself now. Um, well, I guess I will just tell you my New Year's resolution, right? I don't think I mentioned that. Did I? Maybe. I don't know. New Year's resolution from moi. Um, damn, I got another thing on my mind now. All right, before I tell you my New Year's resolution, I just want to say deepest apologies to my youngest sister's man's. I already know. I said I was recording a podcast, and I did. And for everybody listening, I did record another podcast. Don't get me wrong, I did do it for you guys. For some reason, when I did it through my iPhone, I tried making one half. I only got like 32 minutes in with y'all, and then I didn't know what else to do. So I paused it. I came back to it. I resumed, and I made another half, and the audio didn't work. So I would have went back to the audio, re-listened to it, even though I don't listen to myself. I would have re-listened to it, and that way this podcast would have been not so fucking boring this time around. But yeah, what can you do? The audio did not work, and I'm starting back at square one. And listen, I really hope this fucking podcast goes through. Because if it doesn't, then you guys are going out for another week with no podcasts, and you guys won't even know. I would know. Nobody else would. Um, but yeah, so deepest apologies, and back to my youngest sister's man's. I know that I said I will mention your sister. Oh, I said I did mention it. I did mention her in the last podcast, but like I said, it got erased. So my bad. But just know what I'm rooting for you guys, and hopefully you guys can make it through. But all right, back to my New Year's resolution. I, I mean, like, all I can really say is that I'm just trying to be better me, right? Just better me. I'm hoping to get this new job. Um, gonna try to be working in a hospital and doing what I do best, which is either attempted murder or helping people, which that is the building to do it all in. So I'm just joking. I'm not fucking murdering nobody. Don't cancel me. Uh, but yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna try to help whatever I can. Try to grind out, get some overtime, whatever I got to do to get out of the situation I'm in. Then use all the residual money that I'm trying to save and get out of some debts and restart my education. If you guys don't know, I'm trying to get an education in the whole cybersecurity world and tech and all bunch of shit. And I don't know anything about computers, which is surprising, right? Because I can sit here and bust my ass on talking about stars and shit, but no, it's whatever. Like that's what I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to grind it out, be hyper focused, like laser fucking focused on my goals, and trying to bust out a fucking new episode for you guys every week. Um, and you guys have not been doing a great job, not been doing a wonderful job spreading my shit to other people. So thank you for that. But I digress. No, but I still love you. Whoever's listening, I still love you though. I fucking need you right now. Anyway, so yeah, so better me, not new me, better me. Not new year, new me, all that bullshit. Because I'll be hypocritical. Just better me. I'm like Diet Coke. I'm not full sugar. I'm just like half the calories. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. Damn, I want a pizza now. Oh, that's the one thing I miss from fucking New York, man. Fucking pizza joints being open at this time. There was this nice little like there's this pizza joint. I'm not even sure if it's still running. It's been years. But there was this pizza joint in Oceanside, right? It's the only pizza joint I ever known to actually open at night, right? Like everybody's open during the day, right? Like as soon as fucking 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock hits, they're firing up the fucking ovens, serving pizza. Why everybody's closed? This motherfucker's open. Says I'm gonna open my doors at 12 in the morning, and I'll be closing these motherfuckers at 6. Take it or leave it. You want this pizza? Here I am. And it's a genius marketing thing because right down the fucking road, you got the bars and you got an ice cream shop. So if you want pizza, ice cream, drinking, and pussy all in one city block, oh my god. Oh, that was the life. God damn. And I'm not even a young man no more, so I can't fucking do that shit if I wanted to. I can't eat pizza and ice cream and drink beer, man. Like my asshole would be on fire. I remember when I could just pack all that shit in and it came out a nice little package in the toilet bowl, you know what I mean? Like a block, like a fucking a teacher, not a tetrahedron, that's a pyramid. A tesseract, aka a cube. Okay. So came out like that out of me back then, but now forget about it. Thought I had worms in my shit the other day. I know this is TMI, but I thought I did. Turns out, I think it was just cheese I didn't fucking chew. I think that's what it was. Oh, it was pasta, one of those. So I put cheese on the pasta and pasta on the cheese. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think this is time. Let me just check because I know I'm rushing you guys off. Well, listen, I got about to be 57 minutes, so I got 3 more minutes for you guys. Okay, so let me just wrap up here then. Um, Thank you, everybody who's listening right now. I know this is a journey. I know this was a long fucking podcast of absolutely goddamn nothing. And I did put that in the description of my podcast. A guy talking about absolute goddamn nothing. And if it's not there, then it should be there because that's what it is. And I think it's on the first episode actually. And yeah, so thank you for staying, listening to my rambles. It's getting late, and I just hope I get more of you guys writing in. Like I said, I have a YouTube channel called it's Whatever Cast. Right, subscribe there, please. Support, subscribe, and forget it. Right, I don't even want you guys to fucking view it if you guys don't want to view it. It's just the same audio now, but eventually it's gonna be video. Eventually, and I'm working on that. And what I was gonna say, yeah. So do that for me. Please write in. I would like to hear something, questions. Tell me a story. Uh, the Gmail. Okay, let me repeat this. The Gmail is it's whatever cast at gmail.com. Okay, not pass with a P, cast with a C, like podcast. I'm asking you. I check my emails every fucking day. I'm just asking for like one thing, and it's for you motherfuckers to write in. And if you're my family, text me. Text me something you want me to talk about. Like goddamn, like I'm over here, I'm struggling, I'm drowning. I need advertisement too. Fuck. Post me somewhere. Post me on your Snapchat. Post me on Pornhub. Post me at the church fucking windows. I keep saying church a lot. I guess I got church on my mind. It is Sunday. So yeah, get at me. Um anyway, so I hope you have a great Sunday. And I appreciate y'all uh sticking it out with me, all right? Let's end it with a corny ass sound effect. Since it is the end, I guess I could do whatever I want. Um Damn. All right, bye y'all. Let's do a clapping. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. All right, bye. Bye. I could be speaking this. I don't even know if you hear this. All right, bye.